Good morning, Math 6 students and any Math 6 parents who are sitting over the shoulder of their children, watching this video. I want to take a look at the first two questions from the Unit 2 pretest, the formative pretest, that you now have the ability to answer correctly. So let's take a look. It says Mr. Giomini wants to convert 9 times 10 to the 12th power into standard notation. Which answer choice below would he use? First thing I see here is standard notation. Let's take a look. Are all these numbers down here in standard notation? Yes, and remember, standard notation is kind of the way we typically write numbers. We don't write them in words usually. Most of the time we're using digits. So these are all standard notation. Okay, now I see a power of 10. Well, I know it's a power of 10 because the base is 10 and it has an exponent. In this case, it's a positive exponent. So that I know that this number has to be greater than 1, or well, it's going to be greater than 0, I should say. I see that it's a 12. The exponent is a 12, so that tells me that it is going to be greater than 1 because we know 10 to the 0 power equals 1, and then we have 10 to the first is equal to 10. So we know that because the exponent is 12, we know it's going to be greater than 1. Now, if we think about this, remember when we're doing powers of 10, we're just really moving that decimal point over. So I start with the 9, and we, again, like I kind of use the analogy, most of us have a middle name, but we typically don't say our middle name with our first name. It's there, but it's not used. Just like the decimal point really is right here after the 9, because we have 9 ones, and followed by a 0 if we want to think about that. Now, just like the middle name, we don't see it there all the time on our test. We don't write our middle name typically, but we put the decimal point here, 9. It is understood to be there. Now, because it says 12, I am going to move that decimal point 12 places to the right. And I would go 1, 2, and wherever I have a little hump here, I'm going to put a 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 and 11 and 12. Let's double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'll just fill in zeros. Where I have that little dip, I'll put a 0 there. Okay, now I'm going to put my commas in. Let me erase these real quick. There go some of my zeros too. Again, this is powers of 10. So 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. Okay, so we have ones, thousands, millions, billions. That is 9 trillion. Looks like it's that answer right there. Okay, next one. Mr. Hartwell came up with the product of, let's see here. When he multiplied two numbers, select the correct problem that Mr. Hartwell started with from below. Let's see here. There's tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millionths. So that's 1 millionth. 1 millionth. I can think of it like that. Oh, why did I put another 1 there? 1 millionth. Alright. Very small number. Larger than 0. Not greater than 1, but very small number. Now, obviously, he had to have a 3 in this, so I can automatically eliminate A. Okay, now, the other thing I'm thinking, this is a number that's greater than 0, but less than 1. So I know that the power of 10 must be a negative exponent. Well, all three of these have a negative exponent. So if I want to think about this, he started with 3. So the 3 was here initially, or the decimal point in the 3 was right here to begin with. Because there's that 3 just buried behind all these zeros. And then he would move that decimal point, let's see here, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 places to the left, because when I'm moving to the left, I am using the power of 10 that's a negative exponent, and I moved it 6 places to the left, so that must mean it'd be 3 times 10 to the negative 6th power. Okay, hope this helps in your preparation for the assessment. Next week we're gonna have to take the big summative assessment next week, and some of you will be taking the mid-unit quiz on Friday. Take care.